So I know you probably thought I was going to come out yelling, screaming, jumping up and down like I do. But I'm not. You know why? If you play a sport, you know why. If you're in drama or music, or heck, if you like video games, you got a new video game, and it's time to play someone you haven't played before for a challenge, maybe a bet, you know why. If you play a sport, you look across and you see on the other side of the field or the court or the pool or whatever you do, your opponent, you look at their eyes and you go, you know what? I'm not going to lose to you. I have worked way too hard to lose to you. I'm not going down. And there's a calm feeling. There's excitement. There's energy, but there is a calm feeling of confidence knowing that you are going to destroy them. And that is what you are going to do to that AP test, okay? I only got a few minutes here. I want to give you a quick live shout out, pep talk, quick review. But again, I'm not going crazy because honestly, you're ready. You know that you are ready. You have worked hard. If your teacher is in the room with you by chance, you make sure to give them a round of applause. You make sure to hug them before the test because tomorrow is the day. Okay? So, here we go. Quick, super fast review. First thing I want to show you, graph mode, if you haven't already seen this. There are 6 graphs. You are going to be asked 2, 3, 4 of these graphs in the test. You know them. You know them. You are so ready. I was watching the comments. I'm sure some of you guys weren't thinking I was actually reading all the comments as people were coming in. But the truth is, I was reading every single one of them. And I was seeing people are like, oh, I'm not going to pass. I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I can do it. You can do this. You are ready. So here we go. There are 6 key graphs you're going to be asked about. Obviously, the production possibility curve. You got that. Point in the curve, point on the curve, point outside the curve. I hope they ask you that. Right? I hope that they bring that worthless graph that you know that you can draw and analyze. I hope they throw that at you. And you'll be like, boom, I got it. But they're going to ask you aggregate demand and supply. I promise you it's asked every single year. You're going to have 4 multiple choice questions on it, on how it shifts, what it looks like, what happens on that graph. When in doubt, draw it out. You know how it is. But they're going to ask you that on the free response. Probably free response number 1. They're going to ask you that. Recessionary gap, full employment, or inflationary gap, and then some sort of shift. Remember, stagflation, aggregate supply shifts to the left, right? Anytime there's a recessionary gap, you can either use fiscal or monetary policy or just wait it out. I made that in my live review. If you're down here, let's say there's aggregate demand. Can you know this? By the way, there's nothing new here. You're ready. We have a recessionary gap right here. You could use fiscal policy or monetary policy to increase aggregate demand to close the gap, or you can wait the puppy out. If you wait it out, eventually wages and resource prices will fall. That's called a long run adjustment. There's, of course, also an inflationary gap, right, which is over here. You got same situation. You can use monetary and fiscal policy to decrease the demand, or you can wait that thing out, or better yet, just wait, and wages will go up. Aggregate supply will shift over. That'll put you back in the long run. You have that graph. Say it with me. I've got that graph. You've got that graph. Okay, over here, you've got the Phillips curve. These suckers go together. Point right here, A, that's a recession. Point right there, A, that's a recession, right? This is B, full employment. B, full employment. C, inflationary gap. You know this. You can draw this. You know it. And that's what's so funny is I see you guys in the comments and people are like, oh, no, I don't know it. You got this. You totally got this. Take a chill pill, all right? And the people, you know how hard you worked. These 3 graphs show you where the economy is. Right? They show you either recessionary gap, full employment, or inflationary gap. That's how it's shown. These other 3 graphs, they show you either policies or other concepts. So this is a policy graph, money market. The Fed, central bank, can increase the money supply. Increase money supply lowers that interest rate, which would cause an increase in aggregate demand. These things are connected, but this is not showing you where the economy is. This is showing you how the Fed or the central bank can manipulate the economy. Great. This shows you the short run. Loanable funds, man, I'm telling you that's going to be on the test. I have a feeling it's going to be loanable funds. Draw the graph and be able to shift it. Here's the key. Remember, demand is always investment. Demand is people taking out loans, borrowing to take out a loan. That's the demand for loans. Supply, remember this, it's savers. It's savers, right? These are people who are saving their money. If something affects savings, that affects the supply of loanable funds, and that sets the real interest rate, okay? Loanable funds also, remember, crowding out. My guess is you're going to see something on crowding out, either a demand or supply shift. If the the government decides to deficit spend, that could lead to a decrease in supply of loanable funds. You could also show it with an increase in demand. I've explained it in a few videos, but crowding out, understand that concept. Last one, I saw in the comments, some people are freaking out about it. You know this, right? We've got foreign exchange. It sets the exchange rate for some currency. If demand were to go up, it's a D. Demand were to go up, then you have the currency which will appreciate. The exchange rate will go up. Remember this, when it comes to exchange rates, if there's appreciation, that's going to cause net exports in your country to go down. You're going to have net exports go down. If your currency is more valuable, then other countries are going to buy less of your stuff, not necessarily more valuable. If it's more expensive for other countries. So depreciation, if your currency depreciates, that's going to cause your net exports to go up. So don't think of depreciation as a bad thing. You have this. Again, it's been a pleasure teaching you and working with you. Seriously, the other questions you're going to see, a quick recap. You're going to see questions about unemployment. You know it. The 3 types of unemployment, what they are, natural rate of unemployment. You've got that. You got to be able to calculate the consumer price index and GDP deflator. Also, make sure you know about the comparative advantage. You're going to see 2 or 1 multiple choice questions on those things. Make sure you have those. You are down to what? The last final. For most of you, the last final, 24 hours, less than 24 hours. You got about 20 hours for some of you. Some of you are about to take the test right now. You've got this. Take a chill pill. Get the college credit. Remember, this is not about me. A lot of people want to say in the comments, oh, Mr. Clifford, you're so awesome. It's never been about me. It's never been about your teacher. It's never even been about economics. It's been about you. It's been about how well can you learn and apply and try new things, and then how well can you get out there and achieve and execute. Can you execute? Tomorrow, they're going to hand you a big giant folder. It's going to happen. It's inevitable. They're going to hand you this big giant folder thing with your test in it and your free responses, and you're going to open that thing up. Based on your preparation, and you know if you prepared or not, based on your preparation, you're going to open that thing with confidence, or you're going to be all scared, like, oh no, it's going to be so hard. No, man, you're ready. And if you're not ready, you got a few more hours to get ready. Take a look at my video. That's everything you need to know in economics. It summarizes all these units over again, units 1 through 5 in macroeconomics. It has been a pleasure to work with you and teach you and try to help you for so long. I've loved every minute of making these videos, and I've loved teaching economics. So thank you so much for letting me be your online little helper and teacher. And for the last time, you know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say, till next time.